Ever feel like you're just running in place financially? Stuck in a cycle of bills and a salary that never seems to be enough? Let me introduce you to Michael. He's just like many of us, staring at a pile of bills, feeling the dream of a comfortable retirement slip further and further away. How am I ever going to retire on this salary? He wonders, a question that probably sounds familiar. But what if I told you there's a different way? What if the key to financial freedom isn't about earning a six-figure salary, but about something else entirely? Michael's world is about to be turned upside down. It all starts with a simple conversation in a coffee shop with his friend Emma. She tells him about their old friend Tom. Remember Tom? He retired at 35. 35. Michael is stunned. How is that even possible? Tom only ever made about $60,000 a year. That's the shocking part, isn't it? It seems to defy all logic. So, what was Tom's secret? How did an ordinary guy on an ordinary salary achieve something so extraordinary? The secret, as we'll find out, isn't about how much money you make. It's about where you put your money. It's a complete shift in mindset. Emma explains Tom's strategy. He lived frugally and invested the difference. Now, when Michael hears the word frugality, he pictures a joyless life. Living like a monk? No thanks. Who wants to give up all of life's little pleasures? But that's a common misconception. Emma pulls out a graph and shows him. It's not about deprivation. It's about making conscious choices. It's about understanding the difference between what you truly need and what you think you want. It's about prioritizing your future freedom over momentary satisfaction. Think of it this way. Instead of a fancy new car that loses value the second you drive it off the lot, what if that money was working for you, growing day and night? Let's take a look back at how Tom did it. His apartment wasn't flashy. It was simple, minimalist. He didn't waste money on things that didn't bring him real value. Instead, he channeled his savings into powerful wealth-building engines. He didn't just save his money in a bank account where it would barely grow. He invested. He diversified. A portion went into stocks, another into real estate, and he even had a few side gigs to accelerate his income. Now, Michael is skeptical. Stocks? That just sounds risky. And he's not wrong to be cautious. We're all taught to fear risk, to play it safe. But as Emma wisely points out, with risk comes reward. The key is not to avoid risk altogether, but to understand it, manage it, and take calculated risks. The stock market isn't a casino. It's a tool for wealth creation if you know how to use it. It's about long-term growth, not short-term gambling. And then we get to the heart of it, the one principle that Tom says changed everything for him. It's a concept so powerful that Albert Einstein supposedly called it the eighth wonder of the world. Mind the rule of compounding interest. That's it. That's the game changer. It's the snowball effect for your money. Your initial investment earns interest, and then that interest starts earning its own interest. Over time, this creates an avalanche of growth. It's a passive force that works for you 24/7, even while you sleep. Let's break down compounding. Imagine you invest $10,000 and it earns 10% a year. Tom didn't have a secret formula or a lottery win. He just understood this fundamental rule and had the discipline to apply it. He automated his investments. A portion of every paycheck was automatically transferred to his investment accounts before he even had a chance to spend it. He paid himself first. This removed the temptation and the need for willpower. He set his financial goals, created a system, and then let the system do the heavy lifting. And what about his frugal lifestyle? It wasn't about eating instant noodles every night. It was about smart spending. He learned to cook, which saved a fortune on eating out. He drove an older, reliable car instead of getting trapped in endless car payments. He found joy in free or low-cost hobbies like hiking, reading, and spending time with friends, rather than expensive entertainment. Each dollar he saved was another soldier sent out to work for his financial freedom. Michael starts to see the light. This isn't about a life of misery. It's a life of intention. Every spending decision becomes a choice. Does this purchase bring me closer to my goal of early retirement, Or does it push it further away? When you frame it like that, it becomes easier to say no to impulse buys and yes to your future self. It's a shift from being a consumer to being an owner. Instead of just buying products from big companies, you start buying small pieces of those companies through stocks, and you get to share in their profits. So how can you apply this? First, track your spending. You can't manage what you don't measure. See where your money is actually going. You'll probably be shocked. Second, create a budget, but don't call it a budget. Call it a freedom plan. Allocate every dollar. Give it a job to do. Third, start investing, even if it's a small amount. The most important step is to start. Open a low-cost index fund account. You don't need to be an expert stock picker. You can simply invest in the market as a whole and let it grow over time. Michael thought he understood freedom, the freedom to buy what he wanted, when he wanted. But he was about to discover the ultimate financial rule, the key to a different kind of freedom. The freedom from a 9-to-5 job. The freedom to spend your time how you want, with who you want. The freedom to live a life on your own terms. That's the real prize. That's what Tom unlocked. And it's a secret that's available to all of us. Thanks for watching. If this story sparks something in you, make sure to like and subscribe for more content that can help you rewrite your own financial future. See you in the next video.